Well, hello everybody. Another quick bulletin, and this time I thought I'd walk along the quayside in the city centre, give you a little look at that. Of course, if you're watching this, episode 4 of the Durham series has already been released. That was released Friday evening at 6 o'clock. So if you haven't watched that, it's a good one. You'll enjoy it. I just wanted really to give you another update, because as you can probably see, if I point that down, there's the Tyne Bridge. We've got grey skies and that blessed wind. It's not as bad as the other day. We're down into the 30-mile-an-hour winds now, but it's still too strong to be flying the drone. The big one manages the wind better than the little one, and the big one can manage 27-mile-an-hour winds, but when you're flying it out over the sea and the harbours, which is what I need to film next. There's a harbour at Sunderland and another harbour at Seaham, and you just don't want to be putting a drone out over the sea, even in 20-mile-an-hour winds. You need practically no wind at all. In addition to that, the blessed seagulls are attacking the drones. As you can probably see from this clip I've filmed, I've now covered both drones in this reflective tape, which is supposed to deter them. And in addition, the little one, because it's the little one that they pick on more than the big one, it's got a strobe light. However, I was flying it briefly. I wasn't doing a proper flight, but I was just putting the drone up to give an aerial view of something. And the seagulls were literally trying to peck it out of the sky. So whether it's breeding season and more aggressive, or maybe it's just the city seagulls are more aggressive because they're used to fighting for their food. I mean, I had a little bit of a problem last year filming the Northumberland series. One or two of them weren't happy with the drone coming close, but they weren't literally trying to knock it out of the sky, which is what's happening at the moment. So although they're insured, the last thing you want is the drone to drop into the sea. So like I said, the seagulls are bad enough, but I don't want to be battling the wind as well as the seagulls. So I haven't made any progress with the drone footage. So I haven't had one single day that's been suitable to put the drone up. It's just been terrible. What I have been able to do is some of the narratives and get ahead with that. And tomorrow I'll be out filming the Seaham narrative. So I'm well down with that, but that's about all you can do in this sort of weather. And even then, I'm standing in the freezing cold, trying to talk and sound intelligent, and it's very, very difficult. I mean, literally, it's bitter. What I have been able to do is the story on Mary Ann Cotton. So that should be up in the next few days, if not by next weekend, and that's quite good. You'll enjoy that. It's something different, but because there was no drone footage, it obviously being a story about murder, it doesn't really lend itself to happy music and drone footage. I'm going to go across the Millennium Bridge here and back again, so as I say, while I'm talking you can get to see a little bit of Newcastle in the background. So yes, I wanted an aerial picture of each of the locations, because what she did was murder someone and then move to the next town. So she moved constantly, and obviously that was to avoid suspicion being raised about her. So she literally just dotted around all over the northeast. So I set off very early, and I managed to get round all the locations in one day, and got it all in the bag, so that just needs to be edited. And as I say, that should be out by next weekend, so at least I've been able to do that. But as for flying over Hadrian's Wall, well, not a chance. Absolutely not a chance. So, I mean, we're now 3 weeks into April, and yet the weather still hasn't broken. Now, I know you're going to say there's blue sky over there behind me, and I've just on the south side of the river now, the Gateshead side, and I can tell you that it's calmer over this side, but it's still, I'm going to go back across on the cycle part of the bridge, so I might get flattened here. But like I say, it's just not suitable for flying a drone. And so coming back to what I was saying, several of you have written to me now and said that you thought that the second episode of Hadrian's Wall was lacking because I wasn't in it. So as you've probably already seen, I've reposted episode 2 with my intro and conclusion in it. So if you were missing me in those particular instances, then it's going to more than make up for it with Mary Ann Cotton, because I'm in it about 80% of the time. So that should redress the balance for you. Anyway, I can see what's going to happen here is that if there is any decent weather for flying the drone, then obviously I'm going to be out filming as much as I can, but then it all has to be edited and posted. So it's going to be, it could be that there's, you know, weeks and weeks go by where nothing is posted, and then all of a sudden everything gets posted together. It's very, very frustrating, but what can you do? It's just the way it is. Hasn't been good at all from a filming point of view. And of course, as I keep saying, I know it's boring, but it upsets the algorithm, because when I'm posting stuff on a regular basis and you guys are tuning in regularly to watch them, then it keeps the momentum going. And what little that YouTube pay me is based on how many views I get and how often the films are watched. Well, if I'm not putting anything new up, you're hardly likely to keep watching the old episodes over and over. But so what will happen is that you see, there's no people running this. It's all run by computers and, as I say, these mathematical equations. And they just simply think I've stopped posting stuff. So it means the channel will literally drop off the face of the planet. So that's a frustrating thing, because as you all know, I work extremely hard to put all of this stuff together. And then, and of course, if it's all released at once, you guys will not get a chance to watch all of it, because, you know, 4, 5, 6 episodes all posted within a few days. You're not going to be sitting there for a week solid trying to catch up on the program. So it's just a nuisance and a nonsense. But like I said, out of my control, nothing at all I can do about it. So so that's it. Like I said, I have been busy. Things are happening, but we're just episode 5 of the Durham series. That's all been filmed, so that can be edited and kept on track. And I've got the narratives for episode 6 done, and half of the drone footage. All I need is 1 day of drone weather, and then that's completed and in the bag. And then, as I say, that's at least 2 episodes. But as for Hadrian's Wall, well, like I said, it's just not been suitable so far. So that's about the size of it. So I shall turn around and head on back. I'll give you a few views of the River Tyne as the sun's decided to come out now, and we'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.